The Queen is said to have cancelled the traditional lunch with regret. The pre-Christmas gathering was scheduled to take place next week at Windsor Castle and would have seen several members of the royal family in attendance. A source said this is a precautionary measure taken in the midst of the steep rise of COVID cases in the UK. The insider explained this decision was made out of fears the lunch would put too many people's Christmas plans at risk. A senior palace source said, "The pre-Christmas family lunch will not be going ahead. The decision is a precautionary one as it is felt to put too many people's Christmas arrangements at risk if it went ahead. While there is regret that it is cancelled, there is a belief it is the right thing to do for all concerned." Her Majesty is understood to still be committed to celebrating Christmas at Sandringham with a small number of close relatives, as she has been doing since 1988. However, she is expected to take advice in the coming days as to whether it will be safe to leave her home in Windsor and have guests in Norfolk. This move is likely to be a bitter blow for the Queen, who is preparing to mark her first Christmas without her husband Prince Philip. The Queen cancelled the traditional royal Christmas gathering last year due to the raging COVID crisis. Rather than host a lunch at Buckingham Palace for extended family and then travel to Sandringham, her 2-month-long stay, Her Majesty decided to remain in her COVID-safe bubble at Windsor Castle in the company of Prince Philip and loyal staffers. News of the Queen's cancelled plan comes after the UK hit a sad milestone on Wednesday, when the country recorded the highest number of lab-confirmed COVID cases since the beginning of the pandemic. The number of infections counted was 78,610, a jump likely supported as the Omicron variant is cutting through the population. The previous record was hit on January 8, when 68,053 infections were recorded. At the time, the UK was in full lockdown and had not yet faced the Delta and Omicron variants. The Queen's move also comes hours after Professor Chris Whitty, England's chief medical officer, said during Wednesday's Downing Street press conference people should be mindful of which events they attend in the run-up to Christmas. The Queen recently hosted the Sultan of Oman, Haytham bin Tariq, and his wife Her Highness the Honourable Lady, Ahad bint Abdullah at her home in Windsor Castle. In recent months, the Queen has attended many events virtually, so it was a pleasant surprise to see Her Majesty engaging with her guests in person. However, the Queen's appearance at this event has sparked some concern from fans who worry that she is looking rather frail. "Our Queen is looking so fragile. God save the Queen," said one concerned royal fan on social media. "The Queen looks very fragile," agreed another. "Bless her heart, she looks frail." Added another worried commenter. Of course, at the Queen's age, looking frail isn't particularly shocking, particularly considering that earlier this year she became a widow when her husband of over 70 years died in April. Plus she had to deal with the struggles of being a head of state during a pandemic over the past 2 years, which will have been no walk in the park. But considering the Queen's remarkable resilience and healthy appearance over the past 95 years, this more fragile appearance has understandably concerned fans. Although the Queen was fabulously dressed at the royal event, with her signature pearl necklace, a gorgeous sapphire brooch, and her white hair perfectly in place, fans noticed that her pale blue shift dress seemed to be a little bit baggy on her. One royal fan commented on the post that Her Majesty appeared to have also lost some weight since her last public appearance. "Her Majesty, our #Queen has dropped a lot of weight recently. We love and support her. #Long live our Queen." At Royal Family at Kensington Royal she is still working and welcoming important foreign figures, said the royal supporter. The Queen's weight loss has been a recent topic of discussion as she began to appear at royal engagements in person since taking time off to heal her sprained back and recover from her brief hospital visit a few months ago.